time for Media Watch. Catalina joins us. Good evening to you. France, this very day, has announced a record 16,000 new cases, but there are people in Marseille who are complaining about the new COVID restrictions. Explain what you found.
Yes, so the new restrictive measures were announced for those harder hit regions, including Marseille. Le Figaro describes the moment as one of incomprehension, as Parisians are mad and depressed, and they have been accusing these new measures that have been implemented as a coup. They have saying Marseille is furious at Paris' decree to shut its bars as coronavirus soars. Here is also this Figaro article where they describe the current sentiment. The local authorities disagree with the new measures since it seems to have been a surprise move. Marseille's mayor Michel Rouberola went to Twitter to say, "I learn with astonishment and anger a decision for which the city of Marseille was not consulted. I do not accept that the Marseillais are victims of political decisions that no one can understand." The local authorities were also requesting a delay of 10 days before the implementation of these restrictions. In this regard, the hospitality sector will demonstrate in the city tomorrow to protest against these measures, calling for a résistance. They will demonstrate to say no to an economic reconfinement. The hospitality sector has been the hardest hit sector during this pandemic. In total, they've experienced a loss of 85% turnover since March. And in this regard, a voice on the matter is Michelin-winning chef Philippe Echebessi spoke last night on BFM TV to express his anger towards these moves, saying that we have to stop with the stigmatism of our profession and that they have now become the dangerous profession, saying what will happen after 10 o'clock? Will the virus continue, stop circulating? I don't think this for a second. Then other voices on the matter, there's this actor, Nicolas Bedos. He came out on Instagram with this message saying, in summary, saying, stop the masks, stop confinements, stop everything, let go of government guidelines and just live. So many people were obviously against this message, including the country's health minister, saying, we are in the land of lights, we protect the most vulnerable. But there are also those for this message saying, freedom or health, die free or live under prohibitions. It is, of course, more complicated than that, but the text of Nicolas Bedos has an immense merit. So also showing that in the country of liberté, this message may resonate a bit more.
And none of the people complaining about this have any medical qualification whatsoever. That's the other interesting thing. So they're basically expressing their own opinion based on their own beliefs or prejudice, it seems. Now, Uncle Ben's. Some of you will know it, boiled rice. It's now going to change forever. Tell us why. There is at the heart of this a racism row, isn't there?
There is. They are changing their brand name as a stance against racism following criticism over the brand's racial stereotyping. As the Wall Street Journal has published, Uncle Ben's changes brand rooted in racist imagery. Now it's Ben's original. They have come out with a statement saying, we've listened, we've learned, we're changing. They say that we understand the inequities that were associated with the name and the face of the Uncle Ben's brand, and that this change signals our ambition to create a more inclusive future. A little on the brand's origins and why it's been criticized. Critics have pointed out the problematic use of a black man to the face of a white company, noting that black men were often referred to as boy or uncle to avoid calling them Mr. during the era that this rice brand was created. Other brands have also come out announcing these changes. There's Aunt Jemima, which is a pancake mix brand. But overall, many brands announcing changes in their branding following as well the Black Lives Matter movement.
Indeed. Uncle Ben's then changing, and some would say it's about time too. The rice may be good, but the branding, of course, left a lot to be desired.
A movement in every sector, Mark. Maybe.
Indeed. Catalina, thank you very much indeed. Catalina with Media Watch.